Cartoon Cat take on or even beat the villains of Dragon Ball? First, starting off with Cartoon Cat. Cartoon Cat is stated to be the strongest in his verse before Run for Void played. But before that, we need to determine how strong the other characters are. First, starting off with Longhorse, stated to be infinite in length, putting this guy effortlessly around universal to multiversal, also not bounded by the 3 dimensions of space and the 1 dimension of time, putting it at least around 40 to 5D if not higher, and it's also stated to exist on a higher dimension where many dimensional layers meet, and that it cannot be pictured or comprehended by our dimension. Longhorse should at least have immeasurable speed via its huge size alone, and should fight on par with characters like Cartoon Cat or Siren Head, and it's also unbound by linear space or 3D space and 1D time. Longhorse on the higher end should like be above the 12 dimensions, and yes, I really mean it. Multiversal's a comedy to Longhorse. And about being above the 12th dimension, Longhorse should scale the 12th dimensional body hive's avatar form, who should obviously be a 12th dimensional being, effortlessly putting Longhorse at hyperversal, but this isn't even the end. Longhorse, alongside the other Paintron Saints, aren't bound by any concept, and not being bound by any concept would be outerversal. And now moving on to Siren Head. Siren Head, someone who's at least on par with Longhorse and is unbound by our law of nature, in other words, scientific notation. Examples of our law of nature or scientific notation, the concept of space and time as a whole, not just the 3 dimensions of space and the 1 dimension of time. Dimensionality as a whole, no matter if it's 3D, 5D, 11D, 12D, infinity, etc., blah blah blah, and mathematics. Siren Head was also stated to be the embodiment or Paintron state of growing fairs. We can at least say they're at least on par with each other. Now moving on to the Lamb. The Lamb was stated to be a metaphysical being, and just like the other Paintron themes, the Lamb can harm or at least withstand attacks from other characters in the same group as the Lamb. And what are metaphysics, you may be wondering? They're basically above human sense. I don't know how to pronounce the other word with a P, and it's basically our law of nature or scientific notation. Examples of that, as I already mentioned earlier, so I can't go on. So the Lamb should at least be on par with the other Paintron Saint members. Although I would say Siren Head and Longhorse may have the slight advantage in my opinion because they have Paintron Saint statements unlike the Lamb. And now moving on to the man, the upside down face, and the Fed King. Just like Siren Head and Longhorse, the man, the upside down face, also has like a Paintron Saint caption. The Paintron Saint of car wrecks, natural disasters, misery, and bloody pavement. His attack speed is also comparable to Cartoon Cat, but still below him, and you know why. If the man, the upside down face, can beat Cartoon Cat, then he probably can beat Longhorse. But it says that he's just more dangerous, and by that logic, Siren Head would scale above Longhorse because he's more hostile and dangerous, but you know what? I'm granting the man, the upside down face, being above Longhorse as accurate. Same as usual, the man, the upside down face should be at least on par with the other Paintron Saints, if not, probably a bit stronger than the Lamb and Longhorse in my opinion. And now moving on to the Fed King. Fed King's age is stated to be infinite, stated to be a skeleton, and stated to be everywhere, possibly having immeasurable to irrelevant speed. Since I don't have much to say about him, he's outerversal just like the other Paintron Saints, but not mobile to either multiversal, complex multiversal, or hyperversal. In conclusion, the Paintron Saints of Trevor Henderson should likely get it outerversal since they're embodiments of certain concepts and are beyond the concept of space and time, and they're beyond dimensionality as a whole in the global ends. These should scale to like multiversal to complex multiversal to hyperversal as they're effortlessly beyond linear space and time, which effortlessly puts it at to 4D to 5D, and one of the characters here have infinite size, length, and even is above a 12D structure, putting hyperversal as another low tier for them, not just multiversal and complex multiversal. And if Cartoon Cat is stronger than them by a lot, this shit I should mean effortlessly put Cartoon Cat at high outerversal. To further prove he's above most of the cast, he's able to redact his own info unlike the others. If not a high outerversal feat, then an extraversal feat. It's likely obvious that the Paintron scenes should have irrelevant speed by default since they're out of Versal, and anyone that's out of Versal should have irrelevant speed. Immeasurable speed will both for the Paintron scenes. To further prove this, the meaning of out of Versal is to be above our law of nature or scientific notation. So basically any out of Versal being is not bound by any concept, and the meaning of irrelevant speed is to be faster than concepts. Now moving on to the Dragon Ball cast, first starting with drumroll. How would Frieza fare against the ultimate lifeform of the Trevor Henderson world? On the lowest end possible, Frieza destroyed planet Vegeta with a finger, effortlessly putting him at floor system alongside with faster than light speed. Frieza was able to match on par with Piccolo, who can keep up and trade blows with Goku and who's equal to Android 17. And Piccolo was able to avoid our attack Goku and Vegeta. And also Frieza should be able to keep up with both Senai Vegeta and Super Saiyan Goku. Frieza in his golden form was able to trade blows and keep up with Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And we all should know that Super Saiyan Blue is stronger than Super Saiyan Yellow. Frieza was able to fight a weakened Jiren in his golden form again. Was able to clash with a Super Saiyan Broly, although Frieza got slammed in base form. Frieza in his black form was able to restrain Ultra Eagle Vegeta and Ultra Instinct Goku. We all should know that Black Frieza, Ultra Instinct Goku, and Ultra Eagle Vegeta should scale above Golden Frieza, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, and Vegeta. And most of the things that presented would put Frieza around faster to light, to faster than light plus, to massively faster than light, and possibly even inaccessible to immeasurable speed. Who is able to keep up with Frost and Dispo, who has massively faster than light speed, but for Dispo, he has immeasurable speed via moving the world void. Goku was able to exist in that erased timeline, giving him inaccessible speed, yet characters like Frieza, Vegeta, Piccolo, etc. would scare the Goku, granting them possibly inaccessible speed too. So what if Cartoon Cat met Frieza? So what if Cartoon Cat was wandering around the malls and all of a sudden the planet around gets destroyed by Frieza's first form with a finger raising a sun? That wouldn't be a problem since that's just a solar system. Our attack Cartoon Cat has high out of versatile durability, so it wouldn't affect him at all. And yeah, there are things that I would forget to mention, Cartoon Cat isn't just some mindless powerhouse. He's able to regenerate much faster than the whole Trevor Henderson cast, including friends from Void Planes and the other interdimensional friends too. And this Black Cat could also adapt to our attacks just like SCP-62, Doomsday, and Magaraga, and Cartoon Cat is also a skilled combatant or fighter. And for Frieza, he's a ruler of a force, not just some lonely fighter. So Frieza isn't just much weaker, less powerful, and Frieza's also much slower. But with Cartoon Cat's MS regeneration, he can adapt to Frieza's attacks. And if Cartoon Cat stumbles upon some of the members of the Frieza force, Cartoon Cat would have no problem defeating them.
Shit my way, so you can go kick rocks. I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo.
Cell is the ultimate creation of Dr. Gero, who came from future timelines. Cell is designed to designed to be against a certain character, just like Metal Sonic from Sonic. And Perfect Cell was designed to have all the abilities of the fighters to ever inhabited or visit Earth. The result is a perfect warrior, possessing numerous favorite genetic traits and special abilities. The Perfect Cell take on the Cartoon Cat. Cell absorbed hundreds of thousands of humans. Cell is far superior to both Android 17 and Piccolo, and he far outclassed Android 16, Android 18, and Piccolo. Piccolo scales the solar system, and Cell outskills him, putting Cell at his solar system. Cell is also faster than Frieza, giving him massively faster than light speed. Cell can also easily keep up with FP SSJ Goku, and he's far superior to Super Vegeta, who can cause this solar system explosion. You can get Cell infinite speed from the old Kai scaling, since the old Kai is able to perceive shockwaves that travel across the infinite universe, and scale can and Cell can be scaled to universal. Cell is able to create many clones of himself, known as Cell Juniors, who are solar system level since they're able to fight on par with Vegeta and Trunks. They have the same regeneration and can increase or decrease their own size the same way Perfect Cell does. The verdict! Cartoon Cat would be able to outmuscle it and speed blitz this thing, because you know, Cartoon Cat is high universal level along with irrelevant speed. Now Perfect Cell and his junior variants can regenerate and have size manipulation just like Cartoon Cat, but still, it's the obvious win for Cartoon Cat due to the strength, speed, durability, and scaling gap. Also, the regeneration of Perfect Cell takes time, so Cartoon Cat would easily speed blitz this thing, and the AP gap, well, Perfect Cell is getting vaporized, and also due to the durability gap, it's likely Perfect Cell that's regenerating first, and Cartoon Cat isn't getting any of him cut it or squished, let alone the regeneration. And now for the Cell Juniors, Cartoon Cat will have no problem defeating them. Majin Buu, Kid Buu, Super Buu, or simply just Buu. Buu outscales Badity, who almost destroyed the universe. Please note that it says almost destroyed, not destroyed, so this would put Badity at least galaxy level. And if Buu outscales him, he should at least be galaxy, but no. It doesn't end here in the L manga legendario. Buu was stated to be able to destroy the universe, putting Buu at universal level. However, what if I told you that Buu outscales the other two I mentioned earlier, Frieza and Cell? Goku and Vegeta also stated that Buu would destroy the universe, putting Buu at universal level. You can get Buu at high universal level after absorbing all three Piccolo, Gohan, and Gotenks. He also bullied Goku and Vegeta too, and this wasn't the first time. He also bullied Goku in the World Tournament, and to make this even more impressive, Buu didn't do any training at all. Buu also surpassed his Super Saiyan 3 Goku and fought against Super 17, a stronger form at 2017. And you can get Buu at multiversal by outscaling base Xeno Goku. Buu also has space-time manipulation with Vice Shout by opening a hole in the fabric of space-time, and Buu can rip holes in dimensions by screaming. Buu should have around inaccessible to immeasurable speed with this one. Remember when I mentioned Goku at the Frieza section? Well, the inaccessible speed feat is just a lower end. Goku forced himself into the future to counter hits time skip hacks. This should grant Goku immeasurable speed, and this should most likely grant the earlier two guys Frieza and Cell immeasurable speed if that's the case. How would Majin Buu face against the Cartoon Cat? This may not be that easy since Buu can also regenerate. Even vaporizing Majin Buu won't work. At first, Cartoon Cat would have some trouble destroying it since, let's say at first, Cartoon Cat knows nothing about Majin Buu. As time passes, Cartoon Cat realizes even vaporizing it won't erase the creature. But Majin Buu is much slower and less powerful than the Cartoon Cat, and due to Cartoon Cat's timelessness nature and as a pataphysical being, and considering the fact pataphysics is above metaphysics, Cartoon Cat would have no trouble figuring out his onology is higher than the character he's facing. Even if Majin Buu's regeneration is higher than Cell's regeneration, Majin Buu is universal level and multiversal level at best. Also, Majin Buu couldn't survive consensual erasure. Basically, Majin Buu is more of a Doomsday level threat than an SCP-62 level one, and Cartoon Cat's already above most of it, if not all the consensual gods of Trevor Henderson. Cartoon Cat eventually will have no problem destroying Majin Buu permanently, and not even Majin Buu's time-based powers can work due to Cartoon Cat's nature of being unbound by time. Broly is a Saiyan that overpowered Frieza easily to the point where Frieza needs his golden form. Broly also destroyed the South Galaxy, making him galaxy level, and now in the higher ends, the 4 galaxies, the South, North, East, and West, have infinite galaxies, effortlessly putting Broly around universal to high universal. Broly also easily stomped Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, Trunks, and Piccolo. If not, Broly at least fought on par with Goku and Vegeta, even if those two were under Super Saiyan forms. Broly also knocked out Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and could land hits on God Fusion Goku, despite being outmatched. You can also get Broly to high multiversal plus power since he easily fought on par with Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Vegeta, Super Saiyan 3B, and Super Pekon. So how would Broly fare against the Cartoon Cat? Broly would first launch an attack on Cartoon Cat, however, at the worst would irritate the Cartoon Cat. Also, even on the highball end of Broly's speed, you get an immeasurable speed, but however, immeasurable speed is both a low blow and a calamity to the Cartoon Cat due to Cartoon Cat's nature of being a high outer versal being and a of physical being. Cartoon Cat's strength and speed would make it so Broly can keep up to land a solid hidden just like the other cats. Broly gets folded by Cartoon Cat. I know the last two aren't really villains, but I'm still gonna list them anyways. Jiren, even while holding back, was stated by Supreme Kai to be more powerful than anyone in Universe 7, which should make him upscale Infinite Zamatsu. Jiren was also able to fight on par with Goku and Frieza, and even as a mortal, Jiren upscales the God of Destruction, and he's also able to flash over Ultra Instinct Goku. After all the things I said effortlessly puts Jiren on multiversal. Jiren was also capable of moving and hits time skip and even broke his Cage of Time, and Jiren was also further stated to transcend time. So how would the outcome work? Well, after Majin Buu, Jiren also won't be that easy for Cartoon Cat since Jiren was able to restrain Goku and Frieza, and even counter time-based abilities and say to transcend time himself. The time Jiren transcends not only are 3 dimensions of space and 1 dimension of time, and Cartoon Cat is beyond the concept of time itself. Also, Jiren is slower, less powerful, so yeah, and Cartoon Cat's already above outer versal scaling, which is above the concept of space and time itself, so Jiren would be a lot worse version of Siren Head compared to Cartoon Cat. And finally,
I fight for fury, fight for
Vegeta showed multiple feats of being on par with Goku both during the Buu Saga and the Goku Black arc, and we know that Goku both performed an inaccessible speed and immeasurable speed as we saw earlier, which just should put Vegeta around these levels. Vegeta also busted the Room of Spirit, and the Room of Spirit 1 day equals 1 year, which should get Vegeta at least 40. Vegeta also defeated Toppo in Semi-Perfect Cell. He also trained under 100th of time Earth's gravity. Vegeta also destroyed planet Ura easily. He also fought on par with Golden Frieza as Super Saiyan Blue, and held his own against Majin Buu for minutes before going down. So how would it go if Cartoon Cat and Vegeta he also fought on outlasted by Frieza's Black Woman Majin Buu, and Cartoon Cat on the other hand have little to no trouble fighting forces cast. So it's obvious that this is a one-sided favor for the Ultimate Life with the Trevor Henderson cast.